So, guys,
Conversation.
the
Okay.
the
Okay.
question, the
I,
question. That's good.
I
Just give me a second. The question is that some people prefer to actively play the games, while others only enjoy following the games on TV. Which side do you like to take? Support your argument with reasons and examples. All right? Okay, Mohammed, please.
okay. I'm ready.
Yes.
Actually, it depends of the decades of my lifespans. And when I was younger, I could play sport. I was enjoyed soccer, but as I grown up because of my time and I realized that I can't be a professional soccer player, so I prefer to be a spectator for this popular sport. Actually, all of us, especially in Iran, we love to get involved in different kind of spectators and individual sports. The best of them, especially in Iran, I mean the most popular sports in my country is football, and the atmosphere when a game starts, when you follow your favorite team, and go to the stadium, or even on television. It's a wonderful atmosphere that I can't explain that. But if I want to make it simple, I want to be a soccer player, but because of my ability, I haven't the ability to be a professional soccer player, so I prefer to be a spectator of
Okay.
it.
Very good indeed. And so,
Uh,
Mohammed, do you
so,
remember how many reasons you provided
okay,
while
I have a
speaking?
question of Muhammad. You spoke a lot of Mr. Muhammad, but I didn't understand. You prefer go to a stadium or host, and what are your reason? Oh, okay. I didn't take your conversation.
Okay,
So
let me clear that for you. I mentioned that it depends on my age for be a soccer player or be a spectator. A spectator means someone who follow the football on television, on a stadium, or something like that. As a child, you don't think about the difficulty of your work, and even maybe you can think about be a astronaut and go to the Mars, or I don't know, moon or something like that. Everything is possible. But as a grown up, you realize that maybe you have some ability to another fields, maybe maybe another thing, arts, scientist, or something like that. And as a grown up, I get along with this reality and accept that. So this is it's not a matter of force; it's a matter of interest to be a spectators. I can play sports, but I know in myself that I can't be a professional soccer player. So I prefer to be a to work on something else.
All right,
And
Mohammed,
about
Mohammed. The question that Farhad was asking was that uh, you didn't mention exactly in the beginning that which
yes,
side you
okay,
take. Listen again to your
Muhammad, you have
speaking.
two choices.
Please listen again.
Okay.
Just give
Actually,
me.
Which one? Which one?
Listen,
uh,
listen, guys. Listen. Just give me a second.
it's really bad too.
No. Just listen. We are gonna learn something from your speaking, because this is the way that most of
Okay.
the IELTS eighters and niners use or do to improve their speaking. So we are going to see that what's happening that when you speak. Just give me a second. I share my computer sound with you. All right. Listen, in the beginning, always you have to take your stand. I mean that in the introduction of your speaking, in the first 10 to 15 seconds, you should show that which position or which stance you have taken. Otherwise, it is a little bit difficult for others to follow which way, which position you're taking. And as this question is asking you, you have to you have to take some side. Which side do you like to take? All right. If you don't talk about the side that you are taking, it means that we don't understand what you're talking, and you're off the map or you are off the road. Okay. Listen.
Actually, it depends of the decades of my lifespans. And when I was younger, I could play this sport. I was enjoyed soccer, but as I grown up. Because of my time and I realized that I prefer to be a spectator for this popular sport. Actually, all of us.
Okay. You see that, Mohammed, your voice is not well recorded when you were recording this thing, but that's all right. I understood what you say. Uh, did you mention that which side you take?
Uh, I mentioned that now I prefer to be a spectator, but I used to be a soccer player.
Very good. Yes. Yes. Actually, you mentioned, but because the way that you mentioned was a bit long for the beginning of the introduction.
Yes,
So,
I get.
remember that in part two of your IELTS speaking, you're not supposed to uh, mention philosophical stance or mention philosophical theories. It is in the part three of the IELTS speaking that you need to focus on more philosophical or theoretical aspects of some things in the world or in society. In the part two, it is just saying like a story, a real life story. So you don't need to go into the philosophical sides of the things. So you started with some theoretical or let's say philosophical things, and then you mentioned your stance or position. That's why it was a bit difficult for us to understand which side you took. All right. Anyway, it was good, and always remember you have to record your voice so that next time you listen to your voice, you work on your fluency, you work on your grammar, you work on your the words choice, and you can understand that what errors or mistakes you have made. So it would be easier for you to correct your mistakes or errors. And guys, if you pay attention, there were some errors that I spotted in the speaking. For example, when it comes to prepositions of the verbs, so it is depend on. Okay, depend on. It depends on. And Mohammed, since you were talking about something in the past, about your past experience, so you need to use couldn't instead of can't.
Mhm.
Uh, For example,
Okay.
in the past, I thought that I couldn't go to the stadium, so I tried to play basketball or soccer by myself, all right, rather than going to the stadium and being a spectator, all right. And one more thing, the past tense of grew is grew up.
Ground.
Grew up. Grown is pp. For example, I have grown up. I had grown up. The past tense is grew up. Right? And one more thing is about the pronunciation. For example, it is when we say difficulty. Difficulty. Stress is on the D. Difficulty. Difficulty.
How I pronounce that?
You can listen to your pronunciation. You can listen to your voice again and find out how you pronounced. I don't want to mention how you pronounced. Yeah, I just want you. That is the reason that I ask you to record your voice so that you can refer back to your voice and find out your errors or mistakes. This is the best way to improve your speaking, because when you speak, you make some errors that you don't notice. But when you listen back, you will find out that which errors or mistakes you have done. I have done it so
really
many
really
people
thanks.
have done it. It really helps, yeah. All right, Farhad, do you want to record your voice as well, Farhad?
No,
Once again, are you
before.
ready to once again to take your stance, speak and record your voice? Are you ready?
In this time, no, because I prefer to think about that more and
All right.
try to use
Okay.
correct
No
grammar,
worries.
and I will record it and give it in the group.
Okay.
I will put
All
it in
right.
the